In 2005, the city of New Orleans suffered one of the nation's most tragic disasters. But today in New Orleans, Satterfield and Ponticus Construction is joining forces with the National World War II Museum to honor one of America's greatest achievements.
This is, of course, America's National World War II Museum. That means that we have the responsibility and a mandate to build a museum that will last for generations, even centuries.
Located in New Orleans' historic American sector, the first phase of the National World War II Museum's state-of-the-art expansion comprises 3 of America's most unique venues. The Stage Door Canteen and American Sector Restaurant immerse visitors in the music and entertainment of the World War II era, as the mammoth Solomon Victory Theater astonishes audiences with Beyond All Boundaries, a multi-sensory 4D movie experience that vividly depicts America's triumphs and tragedies in the Second World War.
Some 400,000 Americans died in defense of freedom and democracy at the pivotal point of the 20th century. It was an epic conflict, and therefore it requires an epic museum to tell that story.
I think building a bridge between generations is one of the most important things that we can do today. As we start losing our family members and the people that actually fought this war, we start losing that connection.
They were ready to beat a path right to New Orleans for this project. There was excitement all over. This was a project we had to have.
Satterfield and Ponticus came to New Orleans soon after Hurricane Katrina to help the Recovery School District.
We started this project right after one of the most horrific disasters in the history of our country. You know, New Orleans was on its heels.
We have been really impressed that they look upon this project not just to the brick and mortar.
We were excited because of the intensity of the design. It's a unique design that brings together many materials, starting with the exterior skin, the geometry of the structure.
Our company has built 200 or 300 theaters, but this is the most unusual theater I've ever seen. You've got all kinds of stuff coming up out of the ground, then you've got airplanes dropping out of the sky.
You don't build many facilities like this in your career. Number one, right here in the theater, there's about a 23-foot pit that goes 10 foot below the water line. That's right in the middle of the structure. So obviously that's very critical to get that deep pit installed quickly.
The structural steel work on this project was one of the most complex I've ever seen. Not a lot of steel, but a lot of steel in a very compacted area, and no square corners.
The geometry of this building is very unique. It mimics a battleship on the outside for part of it, and the precast components of it are very complicated, stuff you don't see every day.
This has been one of the most challenging projects I've ever worked on. It's very complicated. There's convoluted corners and connections. This is not your conventional construction, and Satterfield and Ponticus has risen to the occasion and done a fine job.
It's been a great experience. S&P, they allow the subcontractor to do what they do best. Everyone in the project team is at the highest level of their expertise. They're just a different mindset on the project and approach things differently. And I think the end result's going to show everybody, you know, what a great contractor and a great project this has been.
Everybody's very, very proud of this project. I think that this is going to be a huge deal for Louisiana. I think it's going to be a huge deal for New Orleans and for the country, and we're just proud to be a part of it.
On behalf of New Orleans, the nation, and the millions of Americans we honor each day, the National World War II Museum proudly recognizes Satterfield and Ponticus Construction for their outstanding performance in support of our mission. Thank you.